For 30 years, millions of mementos have been collected here at the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. Some from victims' family members, others from strangers all across the world. KOCO's Elise Jones shows us how these memories are saved and preserved forever.
Out of the rubble came heartbreak. And under the debris, things people brought to work that day. Books, mugs, clothes, photos. Some of the last things victims and survivors alike would see before nearly everything was destroyed.
That's the favorite scene.
In the days to come, a fence was set up surrounding the scene, a barrier blocking ground zero.
Evidence. They wanted to keep and maintain the evidence that would not be tarnished by people coming into the area.
But one first responder saw the fence as an opportunity.
A picture was taken of a fireman and his son. He was taking his son and they were placing a teddy bear near the rubble.
It was the beginning of what would soon become a way to honor the victims.
It was packed. I mean, thousands and thousands of things were left.
Some of the same things found in the rubble tied to the fence, and other personal items were left in memory and in honor of the 168 lives lost. Brad Robison spent years volunteering and helping as an assistant archivist, dating and saving millions of memories. While all of the items left are special, Robison says some are engraved in his memory.
One day we were removing things from one section of the fence and we discovered a woman putting a wreath. In this wreath was a 8x10 photograph of a young lady, and there was always a hat attached to the wreath and a tube of lipstick.
He says the fence was a museum itself, an archive for victims' belongings and a way for families to move forward.
She said, well, my daughter was killed in the bombing and I'm going through her room and getting rid of the hats and the lipstick because all her friends knew she wore these fancy hats and bright lipsticks. Those were very heartbreaking stories. That's how she was dealing with her emotion and her missing her daughter. If the fence could talk.
Robison says it talks to those who walk by, those who leave pictures and flowers and memories. It talks to the families who never got to say goodbye. Robison now spends his time giving lectures about it through his book, If the Fence Could Talk, a not-for-profit book that's been donated to every Oklahoma public school library to keep the story alive. As Robison walked the fence again 30 years later, he said since 1995, the fence has moved, the rubble's gone, and a beautiful memorial stands. But the message,
I'm not sure it's changed. I think people that leave things on the fence have an identity with loss.
Remains the same.
We all grieve when something happens like that. People were wanting to express themselves.